Yo, what it do, YouTube family, man? It's y'all boy Sluu Hustle, and I appreciate y'all for tapping back in. Before we get into this video, go ahead and smash that like button and hit the subscribe. We're going to tap in with the family TV. Let's see what he got for us today.
We'll jump right to it. Fan, meet Corey Pierre Pollard from Baltimore, Maryland, 42 years old. He been in a long-term relationship with a woman identified as Tamika Good, 40 years old, from Baltimore, Maryland as well.
Okay.
And according to public records, Tamika Good been scamming. Back in 2016,
we
she
got some
acted as a
scammers.
bankruptcy petition preparer in Denettis Baylor's bankruptcy filings, where she was ordered on September 28, 2016 to refund Miss Baylor her fees collected after finding out she had no authority to do so. According to the state of Maryland, Ms. Good appeared for a hearing on the injunction violation and indicated her willingness to consent to an order intended to resolve the Welch and Baylor refund orders, the Welch and Baylor fine orders, and the Welch and Baylor's injunctions, thereby causing the court to continue the hearing on the injunction violation orders. She was just 30 years old at the time, and for that case, she was found at the hearing to be in civil contempt. The court hereby gave her a notice that the court may hire the U.S. Marshals to apprehend her and bring her before that court.
So what we got we got a couple scamming out of Baltimore right now? Nigga, I'm from Maryland. I have not heard about this shit. Baltimore's like 20, 45 minutes away at the most, like depending on what part of Baltimore you're going to.
And which they did. 3 years later, COVID came. They was giving out PPP loans. And during that time, her and her boyfriend had got a loan and opened a used auto dealership. They named it Finally Free Auto. Located.
And they was selling lemons, I bet. Selling niggas lemons.
They opened a shop in 2019, just 3 years after Tamika was found by the state filing false bankruptcies. This was to tour in a commercial in 2019 for their car dealership.
Hey, y'all, what's up? It's your girl, Meek the One. Listen, not only do I have you guys covered with your credit, now I got you guys covered with quality used cars. Here at Finally Free Auto, I make call by easy. Listen.
Hold on. So as you already went to court for credit fraud, and you gonna state in the commercial for the new business, y'all know I got you covered with credit. Man, what? No, the fuck you don't. No, you don't. Stop.
All you need is a reliable people and two legit
people be retarded.
Make sure you come and see me, and as always, I got you guys covered. Meek the One. If you're subscribed to my website, I've been sending you guys out emails for the last couple of months, letting you know that I have a surprise and that I've been working on something great for you guys. So come on in and let me show you what the surprise is.
They had a commercial and all that. And I'm not gonna lie, it's fucked up because Baltimore, the area where this shit could go. Like so much janky shit going on in Baltimore already, bro, that people really thought. Like, people probably really bought, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of them cities where it's like, everybody's so fucked up and shit anyway. You coming to them on some, like, man, we for the people type shit. And you a nigga? Oh, yeah, they believe in you, bro. They believe in you, bro. I know they ran it the fuck up.
We officially launched our own used car dealership.
Finally Free Auto.
Listen, I've heard the pleas and your cries regarding your subprime lending car loans. So I am here to help. As always, I got you guys covered. I'm pleased to announce that we have guaranteed financing for everyone.
Oh, yeah.
No interest rate, short-term lease.
Oh, yeah.
Come out this Saturday, August the 24th, from 12 to 4 at
2002
Pulaski Highway.
She killed him. I ain't gonna lie. She killed him. In a city like Baltimore, nigga, all the drug dealers, they baby mamas, they mamas. Nigga, they cousins, like any and everybody you know was, bro, what they...
And get the call you guys deserve.
First day, they probably had like 10 niggas in that joint, bro.
Now,
real shit.
He can kill two birds at one stone, because the following year, in February of 2020, he was indicted, along with Kirk L. Price, by the Western District of Pennsylvania. They say from November of 2019
what was they doing?
To on or about January 21st, 2020, the two did knowingly and willingly conspire and agree together and with each other and with other persons known and unknown to the grand jury to commit offenses against the United States, namely interstate transportation of stolen motor vehicles. According to the state of Pennsylvania, the two and other persons known and unknown to the grand jury agreed they would travel to various locations in Pennsylvania and Delaware in order to steal and then transport stolen motor vehicles back to Maryland, and to steal then transport to Maryland other stolen property items valued in excess of $5,000. They said the first incident happened on or about November 24th,
Oh shit.
2019.
They wasn't stealing no cheap shit. Oh my gosh. 2018 Jeep Cherokee Trackhawk? Hellcats and Trackhawks. Y'all know, come on, that's a fast ass Jeep. 2019 Ram. Whoa. Come on, bro. The Ram 1500, the 2019, the 2018 Ram 3500, the 2020 Ram 15. I ain't gonna lie, bro. These niggas, they could have been stealing buckets, but they wasn't. Like, they was actually going to steal some top of the line cars, bro. Mind you, this was happening in 2021. My fault. This was happening in 2021. Bro, these cars are 2 to 3 years old, bro.
These 5 members
Yo,
of the
these
conspiracy
niggas
traveled
are
to a
geeking.
dealership in Moon Township, PA, where the following overacts were committed by the conspirators. It was a 2018 Jeep Cherokee Trackhawk.
They stole from a dealership?
A 2019 Ram 1500, a 2018 Ram 3500, a 2020 Ram 1500, and an Infinity automobile registered to the defendant Kurt L. Price was driven away from the dealership in Moon Township, PA, along with the other 4 above referenced stolen vehicles.
Yo, these niggas are
then
crazy.
They say on December 5th, 2019, at least 2 members of the conspiracy traveled to a Verizon cell phone store located in Suburban Plaza in and around Newark, Delaware, where the following overacts were committed by the conspirators. A sledgehammer was used to break a glass door to the Verizon cell phone store. Apparently, 39 cell phones with the value of around $22,000 were stolen.
Oh my
gosh. The 2019
gosh.
Ram 1500 described in paragraph 1B above was used by the conspirators to make a getaway from the Verizon cell phone store.
Then they...
A Maserati.
Oh my gosh. Whoa, these niggas... Hold on, bro. Oh, these niggas stole a Maserati too? No fucking way, bro. Bro, these niggas... Nah, bro. These niggas know they went too hard. They know they was going too hard, bro. They stole 39 iPhones from Verizon with the stolen car.
From the Verizon cell phone store on or about December 15th.
Nah.
Make a getaway from the Verizon cell phone store. By at least one conspirator to make a getaway from the Verizon cell phone store.
Bruh.
On or about December 15, 2019, at least 3 members of the conspiracy traveled to a vehicle dealership located in Quarryville, PA, where the following overacts were committed by the
These
conspirators.
niggas are crazy.
A 2020 Ford F-150 Raptor, a 2020 Ford 350, and an Audi SUV, which had been rented by the defendant Corey P. Pollard, was driven away from the dealership in Quarryville, PA, along with
these
2
niggas
above
were
referenced
using their
stolen vehicles.
identities,
Then on
bro.
December 23rd, 2019, at least
What
6
the
members of the
fuck?
conspiracy traveled to a vehicle dealership in or around Wayne, PA, where the following overacts were committed by the conspirators. A 2020 Range Rover
what?
Sport, a regular 2020 Range Rover, a 2016 Range Rover Sport,
bro.
a 2017 Range Rover Sport, a 2016 Range Rover HSE,
Nah,
and a 2017 Range Rover.
Nah, bro. I'ma just be real with you. I gotta say it. These niggas are hell. These niggas knew what the fuck they were doing was wrong. And at that, it's like, you could be wrong to a fault. I ain't saying don't go steal cars. You can go steal some cars. But my nigga, y'all niggas are stealing bro, the oldest car on here is 5 years old. You niggas, come on, bruh. And you're going back to Baltimore, but it's like, bruh, like it's a well thought of plan, but it's not. Y'all are better off going to buy fucking lemons and flipping the lemons. Y'all was better off doing that. You niggas risked, bro. We got it. I gotta hear this. Oh my god, that shit is ridiculous.
2 members
Oh
of the
my
conspiracy
god.
traveled again to the above described Verizon cell phone store in Suburban Plaza in or around Newark, Delaware, where the following overacts were committed by the conspirators. A sledgehammer was used once again to break a glass door to the Verizon cell phone store. Cell phones and tablets worth around
And they doubled
$13,000
back.
were stolen. So as you can see, Pollard was stealing cars to sell at his used car loan store with his girlfriend.
You stupid ass
PPP
nigga.
loan they got during the pandemic. Now even without
Fuck was you
that
thinking,
Corey
nigga?
coming home And in 2024, he got arrested again in a Bethesda home worth over $2 million.
Arrested
That wasn't
again?
identified until December of 2025, when the neighbors of the neighborhood had enough, which you'll later find out, leaving a 19-year-old college student filing a complaint against the two, leaving them to get arrested. And by that point, neighbors put cameras on their house. But in order to get to that, we gotta talk about 6 months.
Yo, these niggas, come on, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm from Maryland, bro. Nigga, I can say this shit, nigga. My best friend, white, bro. I love white people, bro. I done been a lot of places where white people have been good to me. You hear me? But I'm not blind to the fact that white people are really like ignorant as hell where I'm from, bro. Like they saw some niggas move into a mini mansion and said, nah, they're not famous. Nah. Like Bethesda's one of those wealthier areas, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have a little bit of chicken, had done something. So some niggas just moving on the block in an all-white neighborhood is gonna be a little bit fishy. If you feel me, if you're not the parents of an NFL, NBA player, if you ain't strike on, you know what I mean? Like they felt like they'd had to know. So they took it upon themselves, like, nah, we don't know who these niggas is for real. They put the cameras on their houses. Like, come on, bro. Like, I put a camera in my house to look at your house. That's what they did type shit. And it was just recording all that shit, giving it to the police. Nigga, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro.
And got arrested in front of that home. He was one of 3 suspects, police say, took the keys to 2 Mercedes-Benz and a Range Rover in Lancaster in June of 2024. Guess he ain't learned. Security camera showed him and 2 others walking into the property and stealing 3 cars after one suspect ran their window. Then the suspects allegedly went through the parking lot, and the cars were later seen on West Roseville Road. That
Yo, these niggas are hell.
Of the Range Rover showed the last address was in Columbia, Maryland. Police say when they recovered the vehicle, it reportedly had a Pennsylvania registration belonging to a Toyota of York attached to it. Toyota of York confirmed to officers that some of his registrations were missing, and security cameras from his operation showed all 3 stolen cars from Lancaster arrived there on June 9, 2024.
Yo,
the suspects were allegedly seen on video placing registration on the cars.
These niggas are crazy.
From the car found in Maryland, and officers said it matched those of Pollard. Phone records also showed
they're about to fry this nigga, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And where the cars was found, according to police. Township Police Department arrested Pollard on Tuesday, over a year after the burglary, in the $1 million neighborhood in Maryland, where he was squatting at with his girlfriend, who, by the way, we'll later cover, was teaching courses at the time on how to make money and save money, the irony.
For months, Spotlight on Maryland has been investigating incidents of alleged squatting across the state. And
I'm not even aware of this.
Tonight, Gary Collins' investigation takes him to a Washington.
Hey, I will say this though. I will say this though, bro. Look, if a nigga homeless and shit, bro, with kids and all that, and they doing that squatting shit out here, I tell you this, I don't blame them, bro. It's been cold as a bitch out here in Maryland, bro. Like, no funny. It's been cold as shit out here. Like, if a nigga that got a couple kids gotta break into a crib just to be a little bit warm out, you know what I mean? Do the fuck you gotta do, yeah. But these niggas, nah. These niggas hell. These niggas are hell.
Yeah, we've heard about squatters in the news. Never thought it would be next door to, where we all grew up.
James O., a man who grew up in a multi-million-dollar neighborhood in Bethesda, is one neighbor of nearly an entire block who has contacted Spotlight on America.
That nigga grew up in this neighborhood and they never leave. Came for money, like I said.
Property on Burning Tree Road.
$2.3 million. Oh my God.
Identified by the first letter of his last name. They contacted us after seeing our ongoing investigation into the squatting epidemic in the state.
All started around 4th of July weekend, and there were the house that we're talking about was up for sale, and we heard there was a new buyer that was interested. Sounded like they were going to close around that period of time, and some new people moved in.
O said the tight-knit community quickly suspected the new neighbors were not the actual new home buyers, but suspected squatters. They make...
Hold on, but so... Oh... Remember what I told you now. Remember what I told y'all, bruh.
Identified as Tamika Good and Corey Pollard.
We were aware that the sale had not closed and the new occupants were unlawfully occupying the building.
How did this all start? How did this all happen?
The bank foreclosed on the previous owners because they were in default in their mortgage.
John, another Bethesda neighbor to the suspected squatter house, pointed us to court records on how the property initially became vacant.
Okay.
The man's real name is being withheld by his request for fear of his safety. According to Maryland,
there ain't no way they got them white people scared like that.
By City Mortgage. Court records show a foreclosure for the property was granted in early 2025. Citigroup filed with Montgomery County District Court for Good and all the mansion's occupants to vacate, saying it has come to our attention that you have wrongfully and properly and illegally entered and are occupying the premise, adding your actions constitute a breaking and entering home invasion, and you and all occupants are wrongfully trespassing. Yet another property neighbor, court records show, filed several criminal charges against Good and Pollard, including trespassing.
Damn.
On December 8th, Pollard was arrested in the mansion's driveway. As a result of the
right
arrest,
at the
Pollard is now
driveway.
facing extradition to Pennsylvania to face multiple luxury vehicle theft charges for allegedly stealing cars from a Lancaster dealership parking lot. Pollard has a lengthy court record, including a federal case involving transporting stolen vehicles from Pennsylvania and Delaware, and possessing more than 100 grams of heroin.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. And that nigga had 100 G. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, it's fucking over. Yeah, it's over. I was about to say that these are two states you don't really want to play in anyway. Outside of here. Like, they gonna burn them here. And they could burn them there or there. But they, the 100 grand.
Hey, y'all, what's up? It's your favorite pro se litigation coach.
Meanwhile, Good, claiming to be a financial and pro se litigation coach on social media accounts that have also appeared in court records, missed her court date this week for trespassing and burglary charges related to the Bethesda mansion.
Oh yeah, she's trying to run.
You guys something real fast. I always talk about how the devil is in the details and how when you get these documents, you have to go through them with a fine-tooth comb.
This TikTok post from April advertises a rental package for $500 for a limited time, with the screenshot of what appears to be a least welcoming letter. After speaking to the neighbors, we decided to try to make contact with the people inside the house.
Oh shit.
After knocking multiple times and hearing a dog bark, but then silence, we left a business card asking for the occupants, including Good, to contact us as soon as possible. Meanwhile, back in the neighborhood, we asked John about how he feels about the alleged squatting incident.
You know, you do everything right. You pay your taxes, you pay your mortgage. At the end of the day, do you think it's unfair that others...
Yo, that nigga said, so you do everything right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's not only unfair, it's illegal.
Oh, shit.
It's immoral. You know, they need to be apprehended and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
Do you think that the Maryland General Assembly should make matters of closing the loophole and squatting a priority this next session?
Absolutely, and other states and jurisdictions have done it too. I mean, you would not experience this kind of nonsense in many other jurisdictions across the United States.
We will continue to follow this squatting situation closely and bring you updates. I'm Gary Collins in Bethesda for Spotlight on Maryland.
Know why her boyfriend was arrested, and that house was the center of attention. The reason being is because Tamika stayed in the house. 6 days after New Year's, she posted at that house on TikTok, claiming that's how she got her fame. What? She gathered throughout her experience in life, but that'll also get her arrested. Now serving 90 days. Check it out.
Reported in December about two alleged squatters who took over a $2.3 million house in Bethesda.
Just make this very clear.
Tamika Good, the squatter and self-described pro se litigation coach.
You can't be doing regular.
Bro, for 24 likes, 1 comment, and 1 save. People are sharing it though because they laughing like shit at the fact that you're doing this shit still and you got busted, you stupid bitch.
People
featured the estate in a TikTok video posted on her account just 6 days ago. Good was charged last year with multiple counts of burglary, trespassing, and other crimes associated with her squatter takeover of a
there's some real Baltimore shit for real.
Home. She had a scheduled court appearance on Thursday.
I'm really not surprised.
Footage obtained by Spotlight on Maryland, Good can be seen in a black Porsche Cayenne leaving the property soon before 7 to make it to court. During the trial, Good argued that it was unclear which bank owned the foreclosed house because there's no clear trespassing sign. The assistant state's attorney for Montgomery County replied after hearing Good repeat herself multiple times saying, "I know who doesn't own the property. And that's Tamika Good, adding, "This isn't some vacant, abandoned, way out of the woods house."
Hi, Miss Tamika Good. Do you believe that squatting is a crime? Why are you in a $2.5 million property, Miss Good?
After 3.5 hours of arguing her case before a judge as her own representative, we attempted to make contact during the trial's lunch break.
Get out my face.
Ma'am, why are you in a $2.5 million property?
Meanwhile, after Montgomery County Police followed her into the garage to survey her actions, she went back to the courthouse to argue her case.
They followed her in the garage.
Judge John C. Moffitt gave remarks before he made the ruling, telling Good she had some demented thoughts to justify squatting. The prosecution replied, "This is frankly nuts." Good was found guilty on all counts of burglary and entry, and immediately sentenced to 90 days in prison.
I think the District Court of Maryland did the right thing today.
Ian Chen, a 19-year-old living with his parents in a neighboring house to the home Good occupied, brought the case before a Maryland commissioner's office because he said he wanted to take back the neighborhood from criminals.
I felt it was my civic duty to do the right.
Oh shit. Yeah, nah, this is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That's damn near the video though, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Were they right? Were they wrong? Quick little hustle, get they bread up, or what? Was it worth it or not? I'm gonna tell you now. I don't think this shit was worth it. Damn. This shit is crazy as fuck. It's y'all boy Sluu Hustle, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Hey man, if you have not already entered the raffle, please check the description below. Smash the like button and subscribe on your way out, man.